whatever you do, camera, do not die on me. Okay, right, so, there we go. So, hopefully this story won't take too long. I thought this fitted pretty well with the spooky October feel, so I thought I'd tell you about the time that people in my school, well, not everyone in my school, but some girls in my school, particularly thought that I was a zombie and a vampire. I don't know how I was both at the same time. But so it first started when I was in nursery. And obviously, you're a kid, you want to make friends. Well, some people don't, but some people want to make friends. And I particularly wanted to make friends. So I went round and I was like, "Hi, I'm Alex, nice to meet you." And there was one girl in my school who freaked out. Like, she was the first person I introduced myself to, and she freaked out and ran away from me, screaming, "Ah, zombie!" And I was like, what the heck? So everybody else started thinking I was like this horrible monster of a person. Until, like, I made my first friend who was really nice to me. She didn't believe any of the stuff that some people said and things like that. So I eventually showed quite a few people that I wasn't, mean. I was a nice person. I helped a lot of people when they were getting bullied and stuff like that. So that happened, and eventually these two girls in particular who really didn't like me stopped with the messing around and stopped calling me a zombie, I thought. Until it got to prep. It was probably from prep to not transition, I don't know. They didn't do it in kindergarten, I remember that, because it goes nursery, kindergarten, prep, and then whatever it was. It might have been year 2, I don't know. I don't know what those are in American schools. I'm really sorry. I wish I could help you. But these are what we deal with in Britain. And I remember that I thought they'd stopped. I completely thought they'd stop. I thought they'd stop being mean to me. I thought, okay, we can be friends now because they're not being mean to me. So I was just playing with my friends, we were having a good time, and I saw one of the girls who was mean to me, fall over, and I was like, oh god, she's like really scraped her leg open, that's really bad. So I went over to her and I was like, oh, do you want some help? Do you want me to take you to the nurse? And she was like, oh, get away, vampire. And I was like, what? You think I'm a vampire? And she's like, yeah. And her friend came over to her and she was like, no, Alex, get away from her. And I was like, why? And she's like, don't let her near you, she's going to drink your blood. And I was like, you think I'm going to drink your blood? Why would I drink your blood? Firstly, how did they not notice that I'm squeamish? I cut my leg open and started crying and nearly threw up. So, I think I'm a bit squeamish. And I mean, most of the time I spent most of my time in the nurse's office. But that didn't mean anything. But yeah, so I just kind of walked away and was like, well, that's just rude, and kind of accepted it. I didn't care if I was a vampire. So I started playing up to these things. My friends would often play, kids play pretend games. So we used to pretend to be like vampires and vampire fairies. I'm pretty sure one of my friends was like my vampire twin and stuff like that. And one of my friends, she used to be like one of my closest friends back then. She played up to the fact, like, I used to drink cranberry juice a lot. I loved cranberry juice. I don't know why. I just really liked cranberry juice, okay? And so she played up to the fact that I did like cranberry juice quite a lot. And she was like, oh my gosh, Alex, you're drinking blood. And it was when these two girls were walking past, and I was like, oh, yeah, I am. So we would kind of mess around with it. Not in a mean way. I just was, like, kind of showing them, you can say these words, and they might you might mean them to be hurtful, but I don't actually care, and I'm just going to take it as a part of me. If I was a vampire, that would be amazing. Firstly, immortality is pretty cool. Secondly, gothic fashion is like an essential for most vampires, it seems. And from the age of 7 up, I was pretty much a goth. So, I have some really cheesy goth pictures of me. But it was just me, and I quite liked the fact that people thought I was a vampire after I stop thinking of it as just being hurtful. I quite enjoyed it. Zombie not so much, because if you think about it, you're like rotting flesh, and unless I'm like from warm bodies where I can become human again, I don't think I'd like to be a zombie. Yeah, I don't think I'd like to be a zombie. Vampires are cool. Werewolves are cool. Zombies, not so much. I feel sorry for zombies. They're a bit like... they can't communicate or anything. That's really sad. Anyway, I got onto a deep note. Yeah, that's the end of the video. It's a bit short. It wasn't like anything big. These girls just weren't particularly nice to me, and that was one of the stories that I have about them. Obviously not giving you their names, because I did actually end up becoming really good friends with one of them, and the other one, she was horrible to two of my best friends. So I was like, get out. I'm not having that. Go away. So yeah. So I don't see her anymore, which is good. Anyway, that's the end of the story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. I make videos usually every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. If I stick to that, probably won't, so don't count on it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Peace, love, and hugs. Go hug someone today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!